Hi everyone, nice to meet you. Okay, and by the way, my name is Teacher Levy, and I will be your teacher for this session. Okay, I hope everyone is doing well for today. Yes, how's everyone doing? Yeah, I hope every one of you everyone is doing fine. Okay, teacher is doing pretty well. What about you, children? How are you? Yeah, are you good? Yes, are you happy? Are you excited for the lesson? Right? You can also type, you can also chat using our chat box. Yes, if you're happy, say, I'm happy. If you're excited, you say, I'm excited. And uh, if you are doing great, say, I'm doing great. Yes? You can use our chat box, or you can just say it, I'm doing well. I'm happy. I'm good. Okay, so here we go. I will be your teacher for this session. And what are we going to learn for this wonderful session? We are going to learn on the road. Okay? Yes, we are going to travel on the road and learn some road rules. So who among you are familiar about the road rules? Yes? Yes. Is anyone among you familiar about the road rules? That's what we're going to learn for today. Like, for example, the traffic lights. I think most of you are familiar about the traffic lights. Yes? Okay. So now I'm going to show you our presentation for today. Hang on, children. So this is what we're going to learn. We are going to talk about on the road. Okay, so everyone look at the screen. What do you see? Yeah, you can see a road, of course, and a car. Yes, so our lesson for this wonderful session is on the road. So, this is my question earlier, like, are you familiar about the road rules? Yes, like for example, the traffic lights, we have here our pedestrian lane or the zebra crossing. These are the things that we are going to learn in this session. Yes, and for sure many of you are familiar about the traffic light. Yes, the one with three lights. We have can you tell me the lights of the traffic light? We have the red one, the green one, and the yellow one, right? Okay, yes, that's right. So let's start, children. Let's travel on the road and learn some road rules or maybe some information or details about the road rules, right? Okay, let's start. First is what do you see? What do you see here in the picture? Okay, this is what we call the level crossing. Yes, this is the level crossing. Or what are other words of level crossing? We also call it the train crossing. We have it here, the intersection, the railway crossing, highway crossing, or a highway interchange or the junction. So what is this? This one is a crossing that intersect the crossing or the road and the passageway of the train. So usually the level crossing is closed when the train is about to pass by. This is to avoid accident. Yes, so if you are at the level crossing and you see that the level crossing is closed, don't ever cross the level crossing. Why? Because the train is about to pass. Yes? Okay, the train is about to pass by and you might get into an accident if you try. Okay? Right. So this is what we call the level crossing. Or we also have here some synonyms. Some people call it train crossing. Okay. Intersection. What else? Railway crossing, highway interchange, or the junction. Okay. So they put how do you call the barrier here to avoid accident. Okay. Yes, so this is what we call the level crossing. So children, remember this one. If you see that the level crossing is closed, don't try to cross it. Yes? If it's close, don't cross it because you might get into an accident. Okay? Right. So there you go. Do you have any questions? Yeah, if you can see, there's also a traffic light here at the level crossing, right? Okay, yeah, because vehicles can also cross in here. It's just that it is being closed when the train is about to pass. Yes? Okay, right. So there you go. Any questions? If you have any questions, children, don't be shy. Don't be afraid to ask your questions, okay? Right. Okay, and you can use our chat box in asking your questions. And I would be very happy to answer your questions. Okay? Yes? Okay, right. So there you go. Now let's go to the next one. Let's learn more. Okay, children? Yes? Okay, let's go to the next one. We have it here, the main street. So here we have here two pictures of the main streets. Okay, look at this one. The first picture we can see the bus station. All right. Sorry, the bus station. This is where we're going to wait. For the bus, we have here, we can see vehicles. And in the second picture, we can see high or tall buildings, right? And maybe here on each side of the road or the street, this could be shops, right? Yes, and in other words, the main street is also the center of the city. Yes, this is what we call the center of the city or the principal part of the city. Okay? This is where the shops, what else? This is where the shops, what else? This is where you can see the shopping malls, um, you can see the big shops and other businesses. This is the center of the city. Yes? Okay. Or we also call it the main street, the principal street, or the center of the city, the urban street. Yes? Okay. And usually in the main street, we can see lots of vehicles, right? The buses, taxi, cars, motorcycles, maybe, right? That is the main street or the center of the city. Yes? Okay. So any questions? Any question, children? Yes? So once again, if you have any questions, just write your questions using our chat box. Okay? Yes? Okay. So there you go. Here are the pictures of the main street. Okay? Right. So now let's move on to the next one. So we'll learn more. We also have the next one. Oh, in the beginning of our lesson or of the session, I mentioned to you this traffic light. Yes, as one of the road rules. Yes. So we have here the traffic light. I've shown you three pictures of the traffic lights. Yes? Okay. If you can see they have the same color. We have the red one. We have the yellow one. It looks like orange. Yes? Okay. And we also have the green one, but it looks like cyan blue. All right. But the traffic lights, they have meanings. Do you know what do they mean? Yeah, I remember I mentioned it to you earlier, children. What's the meaning of the red one? If the traffic light is red, who who have any idea? What is the meaning of the red light? Is it stop, go, or maybe wait? Wait. Okay. The red one, it could be wait or stop, right? Yes, okay, let me see. Yeah, don't be shy. You can also share your answers. Yes, I'm just asking your opinion, children. Don't be afraid, okay? Yes? Okay. So the red light means what? Is it go or stop? Okay, yeah, I can see that some of you says stop. And you got the answer right. Yes, the red light, it means stop. So if you're about to cross the street and you see that the traffic light is red, what do you need to do? You have to stop. Okay? Yes, of course. Or else, if you go when the traffic light is red, you might get into trouble, right? Yes? Okay, and we don't want to get into trouble. Yes? All right. So now, what about the green one? Okay, let's talk about the green one first. Okay. So if the red one is stop, many of you know this one for sure. The green one must be go. Yep. Okay. So when the traffic light is red, you have to wait for it to turn green before you cross the street. Yes? Okay. Right. So the red one is stop, the green one is go. And what about the yellow one? Maybe many of you are wondering what does it mean by the yellow one? Usually the yellow one is like a warning maybe. It's a warning or like it's giving you a sign that you're about or it's about to turn green and you have to wait or you can proceed with caution. So that this is usually for the vehicles. Yes? Okay, it means you can proceed with caution. Yes? Okay. But maybe to be safer, you have to wait for for the color green to turn on before crossing the street. Okay? So the yellow one simply means wait for a little longer. Yeah? Okay, or proceed with caution for vehicles. Okay? Right. So there you go. Any questions about the traffic light? Any question about the traffic lights? Okay. No. If you have any questions again, feel free to put your questions using our chat box. Okay. Yes, we will be happy to answer your questions. Yes. Don't you know that when you ask questions, you will learn more? Yes. Okay. So traffic light. Now, okay, let's learn more, okay? We also have here, whoa, zebra crossing. Yes, maybe you guys are wondering why we call it zebra crossing. Because look at the colors in here. We have here the alternating black and white stripes, but in this picture we can see it's gray, right? Gray and white stripes, but in this picture we can see black and white stripes. So it looks like the color of the zebras, right? Yes. Okay, this is the zebra crossing. And we have here the zigzag part on each side of the road. This one, this is to give a warning to the drivers that they need to stop at the zebra crossing. Why? They have to let, okay, those passersby cross the street. Yes? Okay, so always remember, maybe one day you're going to drive your own car. Always remember to stop at the zebra crossing. Yes? Yeah, because the zebra crossing is where the passersby or the pedestrians pass by. Okay? And actually, the zebra crossing is also the safest place to cross the street for you guys, for you children. Okay? Yes, to avoid troubles or to get into a trouble when crossing the street, yes, you have to follow the zebra crossing. All right? Yes. Or what other words do we call the zebra crossing? So we can also call it here pedestrian lane. So some people call this one pedestrian lane, or we can also say crosswalk or the crossroad. Yes? Yes. Have you ever heard of the zebra crossing? I think maybe a few people use the zebra crossing, but it's better that we know this one. So if one day, some people will call it zebra crossing, we know what does it mean by zebra crossing. Yes? Okay. And for children like you, what's the safest place to cross the street? Or yeah, the safest part of the street to cross would be the zebra crossing, or we call it the pedestrian line, the crosswalk, or the crossroad. Okay? Yeah. So, do you have any questions, children? So, zebra crossing, pedestrian line, the crosswalk, or the crossroad. Yes. Any questions? Okay. Any questions? Yes. Okay. You can ask your questions here using our chat box. Yes. Okay. Why do we call it zebra crossing? Because of the color itself. Okay. Yes, because of the color itself. Look, it's like black and white stripes. And if you know what zebra is, it's an animal. Yes? The zebra is an animal with black and white stripes on its body. Yes, that's the zebra. And if you can see the color of this pedestrian line, it really looks it's similar to the zebra animal. Yes? Okay, yes. Okay. Right. So here we go, children. Let's learn more. We also have the next one, the tall old or the turnpike. Yes? Have you ever seen the a tall, okay, or what we call the turnpike? Yes, maybe you have when you're traveling with your parents. And maybe when you travel from one city to another, you will pass through the toll or turnpike. So the toll or the turnpike, this one is a busy road that let users pay a fee to use it. So before you enter or before you use that expressway, or we call it this is an expressway where before you travel through that expressway, you have to pay a fee to use it. Okay, so here are the toll gates, or here are the toll like small space. I mean like small houses. They look like small houses, but this is where you can pay your toll fee. Yes, we call it toll fee, right? Yes, you have to pay some money before you can use the expressway. All right? Yes, so the toll or what we call the turnpike. So when people driving cars or vehicles are going to pass this turnpike, they need to prepare maybe some cash. Yeah, because they have to pay some fee. Or maybe if they also have the card, yeah, some people have the card wherein they use that to pay the fee, they can also use it. Yes? But most of the time, still in some countries, in some places, they use cash to pay the toll fee. Okay? Right? Okay. Right. Or to pay the fee at the turnpike. Okay? All right. So this is what we call the toll or the turnpike. Okay. Any questions, children? Okay. Yes, if you have any questions, feel free to ask your questions using our chat box again, okay? Yes. Oh, yes. We call it toll gates. Yeah, if you can see the words in here, it says toll gates. Yeah, toll gates. The toll or the turnpike. Yes, the turnpike gates. Okay? Right. So there you go, children. Now let's learn more. Let's go to the next one, runabout. So we have here the runabout. Look, it looks like it's a circle in the middle of the street, right? It looks like the intersection of the roads. Yeah? Okay, let's see what's this roundabout. Why do we have that kind of circle in the middle of the roads? Why? So this is what we call the junction, the traffic circle, or maybe the circular one-way road. Okay, what is the use of this one? This is to help the traffic move smoothly. All right. Yes, this is to help the traffic move smoothly. And in this runabout, you are only allowed to turn right. You cannot turn left. Okay, because all the vehicles are coming from the left, and you cannot turn in the left on the left side. You only need to follow, or you only need to move going to the right. Okay, what are the things you need to remember? Maybe one day you are going to drive um uh here on the runabout, we have here slow down before you enter the circle. Yes, of course, you need to. And yield to traffic already in the circle. Proceed when it's clear and travel to the right side of the center island. I think this is something you have to remember. Always travel to the right side of the center island. Yes, or of the to the right side. And this is the sign, if you can see here, this is the sign of the roundabout. Yes? Okay. Yes, or we also call it the junction or the traffic circle, circular one-way road. So it's like a one-way road. You cannot turn left. You can only turn right. Okay? This is what we call what? The roundabout. Okay? Yes. Okay. When we look at it, it looks like it's just a design, right? Yeah, of the roads. Okay, but it has a use as well. All right, this is to help. What again? To help traffic move smoothly, right? And quickly. All right. So, any questions? Yes, any questions, children? If you have any questions, don't be shy. Ask your questions again using our chat box. Yes, you have to maximize using our chat box. You can ask questions. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid. Yes, we are always happy to help you, children, with your questions. Oh, one more time. The roundabout um, is a way, to help the traffic move smoothly and quickly. Why? Because the drivers cannot drive their cars to the left. They always need to follow the right side because the cars are coming from the left. So they cannot turn their vehicles going to the left. They have to follow the right side. Yes? Okay. Right. So there you go. This is what we call the roundabout. Okay? Yes. Okay, so now let's go to the next one. Roadmap. I think many of you know this one, the roadmap. Yeah? Or what we call the map. Yes? The roadmap. Okay. I think when you travel, some people still use the roadmap when they travel. They bring with them the roadmap. But nowadays, we already have the map, the road map on our smartphones. Do you know what are smartphones? Of course, you know that. Yeah, I have my road map on my smartphone. Yeah, I don't need to bring with me like the paper road map. I don't need to bring with me a copy of the road map because I have the map on my smartphone. Yeah, it's very easy nowadays, right? Yes. Okay, so but this is what we call the road map, or we also have other words for it. So we have the street map. We also call it street map, the travel guide, or travel log. Yes, I think it's very important as well when you are traveling to another place or to a place where you are not familiar with, you have to and if you're not familiar to about the place, you have to bring your roadmap maybe, or you have to make sure that you can access the map using your smartphones. Yeah, if you have your smartphones with you. Okay, but the good thing, I think, but the good thing of using the roadmap is that of course, what if your phone batteries what is your phone batteries dead, right? Or it's not working or you don't have any internet at all. Yes? Then you cannot access the roadmap. So maybe it's still good to bring with you a copy of the roadmap. Yes? Okay. But I don't usually bring the roadmap, a copy of the roadmap. Yes? Okay. So what are other words for roadmap? We also call it the street map, the travel guide, or the travel log. Okay? Yes? All right. So any questions? Oh, map. Yeah, we can also just call it map, right? Okay. Yes. So there you go. Now let's go to the next one. Okay, we have here, I'm sorry. So we have here what we call the traffic jam. Yes? Oh, look at the pictures. Oh no, this is terrible, right? You can see lot of cars in the street. Yes? They are overcrowded. Yeah, there are so many cars in the street. So look at this. What is traffic jam? In other words, we call traffic jam as overcrowded, congested, or heavy traffic. Yeah? Okay. When do we usually experience traffic jam? Do you know? When? Oh, you can give me the time. During the holidays? That's right. Yes, maybe during the holidays because many people are going out to have their vacation, right? To enjoy their vacation. Um, yes, so on holidays, that's correct. And also maybe during the rush hours. Do you have any idea what is what are the rush hours? Okay. Usually in the morning, that's maybe between 7, right? Yes, 7 a.m. maybe to 10 a.m. When people go to work and when students go to school. Before, right? Yes. Okay, that's where we usually experience traffic jam or overcrowded of the vehicles on the road, right? Okay. I think traffic jam is really terrible, right? Look at the pictures. Yes, and then you have to wait for long hours. So there you go, children. We call it heavy traffic. Maybe you hear some people say, "Oh no, I experienced a very bad traffic jam," right? They are talking about the heavy traffic or overcrowded of the vehicles, or congested. Okay, traffic jam. Okay. Now, do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? Yeah, so once again, please ask your questions using our chat box, okay? Yes, don't be shy. Okay, so any questions, children? Yeah, traffic jam. Yeah, this is what we call the traffic jam. It's the overcrowded vehicles on in the street. Yes? Okay, right. And we usually experience traffic jam during the holidays. Why? Because many people are going out. Many people are going to enjoy their vacation. Yes? Okay. Many families are going out. Okay. And there you go. Now, and let's go to the next one. We also have what we call the pavement. Yes? Do you know what does it mean by the pavement? We have the arrow pointing to this pathway in here, right? So this is what we call the pavement. We also have here the pavement and another pavement in here. Okay? So pavement, in other words, we also call it footpath, sidewalk, roadside, or pathway. Yes, I think this pavement is commonly known as the sidewalk. Yes? Okay. Maybe I seldom hear people say pavement, but I think it's better that we know more vocabulary. So if you hear some people using the pavement, you know what do they mean, right? By the word pavement. So, look, here is the pavement. I think the pavement is the safest way to walk on the side of the street, right? Yes? Okay, don't walk here on this in the street itself because you might get into an accident. So you have to walk on the pavement, right? Okay, or what we call the sidewalk, roadside, the pathway, the footpath, right? The footpath. And the pavement is sometimes slippery when it's rainy, right? Yes, and in other countries where they experience where they have the winter season, do you know winter? That's when the snow falls, right? Okay, that's and it's a very cold season. The pavement is usually slippery, right? And people need to be careful, right? And even in maybe in your country, if it's rainy, then you have to be careful when walking on the pavement because it may be slippery, right? Okay, so this is what we call the pavement. So there you go. Any questions, children? Any questions? Okay, so let's learn more. Okay, we also have what we call the parking meter. Yes, where are the parking meters in here? We have, okay, let me show you. Yeah, we have here the parking meter, the parking meter, and here is the another parking meter, right? Or maybe the parking meter. What is the parking meter? This is where you're going to pay a fee in parking your car, right? Yes, through the parking meter. Yes, it's an off street parking. It's a timer. It's where you can get your parking ticket. This is a parking spot wherein you have to pay money, or you will be charged in parking your car in that spot. Yes? Okay, so this is what we call the parking meter. So if you go to other country which they have the parking meter, you have to follow that, right? Or else you'll get in trouble. Yeah? Okay, you have to you have to pay whatever the fee you need to pay, right? Or maybe you have to buy the ticket for it. Okay? Yes. So there you go. This is what we call the parking meter. Yes, parking meter, or we call it the timer. This is where we can get our parking ticket. Off street parking, or the parking spot with a fee. Okay? Yes. All right. So if you see a parking meter, it means that that's where you can park your car, and but you have to pay a fee. Okay? Who knows? One day you'll drive your own car, children, right? Yes? Okay. Yes. So parking meter. Now, so do you have any questions? Yes. Do you have any questions? Yeah. Yeah, these are the parking meters. Okay? Yes? Okay. Parking meters. Okay. Any questions? Don't be shy to ask your questions. And later on, we are going to have an activity. This is to help you remember what we had learned for today. Okay? Yeah, so there you go, children. Ask your questions. Yeah, parking meter. What have we learned for today? We have the parking meter. Yeah, this is where we can park our cars. This is a spot where we can park our car with but we need to pay a fee. We need to buy a ticket, right? And we have the parking meter. This is like a timer on how long did you park your car, or may how long do you intend to park your car, and that's the fee that you're going to pay. Yes? Okay, right. Okay, so ready everyone, we're going to have a very short activity. Yes? Okay. So here we go. Let's start. Okay, I'm going to the next page. It's our activity part. Now we have here practice. I already had here the hint for you. I will just be giving you the choices to choose to help you remember the answer. Okay? Yes, maybe no need to write the whole word or the phrase. If you're going to write a phrase, just give me the letter. But if you can write it quickly, then that would be good too. Yes? Okay. So let's start. We just need to complete the missing word to complete this, or we just need to find the missing word to complete this sentence, okay? So we have the blank is red. I must stop my car. So A, traffic light. B, parking meter. C, traffic jam. Okay, children, I'll repeat the choices again. A, traffic light. B, parking meter. And C, traffic jam. Go on, children, you can do that. Yes, you can write the whole word if you can remember the name of this picture. And you can also write the letter. Yeah. If you're having a hard time to type, maybe some of you are using their computer, but maybe some of you are using their tablets or maybe iPads, right? And it might be hard to write, yes, or maybe to type. And maybe you can just give me the letter. Yes, there you go. Wow. Let me see. It looks like some of you have been giving their answers already. Very smart. Okay. So we have three colors of the traffic light. So the red one is, there you go. We have here the red one. Okay, we have here the yellow one, and we also have here the green one. Okay, so what will be the answer? Okay, for the last time, I'll be mentioning the choices again. Okay, for the others. So looks like some of you have given their answers already, but let's wait for the others. Okay, I'll give chance to the others for you to be able to give, for everyone to be able to give their answers. Okay, so letter A, traffic light. B, parking meter. And C, traffic jam. Okay, I think earlier I slipped and yeah, I slipped and I mentioned the answer. If you were listening to me, I mentioned the answer. But I think most of you know the answer in here. Okay? Right? So children, let's check your answers now. Yeah? Okay. Oh, a few more seconds. Okay. Right. So I can see many of you says A. Okay. Let's see. Ready? I'll show the answer now. Okay. So the answer will be letter A. What is letter A? Do you remember the choices? Okay. Those who only wrote the letter. Can you say it? What is it? Letter A would be traffic light. Very good. So let's read, everyone. Let's read this sentence. Okay, for our practice as well, we have the traffic light is red. I must stop my car. Right? Very smart. Okay, so everyone, very good. Okay, very smart. So the answer is letter A. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. Okay? Yes, let's see. We also have the next practice. Okay, I give you here a picture for you to be able to have a hint on what will be the answer. Okay, so let's complete this sentence again. So, in order to cross the street, you'd better use the A, pavement, C, road map, sorry, B, road map, and C, zebra crossing. Okay, one more time, sorry. A, pavement, B, road map, and C, zebra crossing. Okay, there you go. Do you remember I talked about the the color of this, lane here? Yeah. Okay. It's similar to an animal, right? And this animal actually looks like a horse, but it's not a horse. Yeah. So what do we call this one? In order to cross the street, you'd better use the. It means you'd better use. Yeah. Or it's safer to use this lane. Okay. Based from what we've learned earlier. Yeah. We also call it pedestrian lane, but from the choices, can you try to find which one? Which from the choices? So we have letter A, pavement, letter B, road map, and letter C, the zebra crossing. Okay, so let me see. All right, so there you go, children. Very good. Yeah, most of you had given or have given their answers already. Very smart. Keep it up. And let's wait for the others. Yeah, keep it coming, children. You can do it. Just try your best. Just try to put whatever you know. Okay, so you will also figure out whether you know the answer or not, right? Yes, okay. So here we go. We have letter A, pavement, B, road map, C, zebra crossing. Yes? Okay, let's check your answers now. Ready? Okay, so let me show you the answer. It's letter C. Okay, for those who answered just the letter, tell me, what is letter C? If you remember that option. Okay. Yes, very good. It's the zebra crossing, right? Yes, children. So we have the zebra crossing. So better use the zebra crossing when you're crossing the street, right? It is safer. Yes, we encourage you children to follow the road rules, okay? And this is a very important road rule, okay? Yeah, so there you go. Zebra crossing is the answer, which is letter C. Okay, very smart, everyone. You're doing a great job. So let's have more practice. Yes? Okay, here we go. We also have the next one. Let's do it. All right, what's next? In this one, so there you go. I gave you the first hint. And of course, let's complete it. Everyone, read it first. Okay, I'll give you time to read the sentence. So take care. The snow makes the blank slippery. Okay, I can give you choices again if you want, right? So you can write the maybe the word, or you can also choose from the choices. Okay. Yes, those who want to hear the choices, here we go. We have it here. A, pavement. B, main street. Or C, parking meter. Okay. Parking meter. Okay. Here we go. So one more time. Those who want to hear the option A, pavement. B, main street. Or C, parking meter. Is this a parking meter? A parking spot? Or is this the main street? Maybe. Or what do you remember about this picture? This could be, yes, look, basing from the sentence, take care, the snow makes the blank slippery. Yeah? Hmm. Okay, so let me check. Well, very good. I think I see some of you have given their answers and you gave me the answer. Okay, some of you says A. What is A? Okay. All right, so let's wait for the others. Okay. Yes, during the rainy days, I think we really need to take care when walking on the blank because usually it's slippery, right? Yes. Okay. Or in other countries where they have the winter season, when it snows, this pathway, okay, this pathway would become slippery. So they really need to take care, okay? Right. So one more time. A, pavement. B, main street. C, parking lot. You have to remember the word associated into this picture, okay? Okay. So a few more seconds and I'll show the answer now. Okay. So it looks like most of you have given their answers already. Very good. You're doing a great job. Let's show the answers. The answer now. Ready? Okay. We have answer is letter A. Who can remember what is option A? Yes, you. Okay. What is option A? Very good. It's what? Again? Pavement, right? Yes, or the footpath, or what we call the sidewalk, or the pathway. Yes? Very good, children. Okay, yes, everyone did a great job. Very smart. So now, okay, so children, let's go to the next question. Okay? Yes. So now let's start. We have it here. So now we have here. Okay, I gave you here the first hint. So you must remember what vocabulary is associated in this picture, right? So let's see. We're going to complete this sentence using the hint given here. And maybe for those children who want to hear the choices, so here we go. I prepared the choices for you as well. So we have A, Turnpike, B, oh no, no. Yeah, Turnpike, B, Main Street, and C, pavement. Okay, we have A, turnpike, B, main street, and C, pavement. Go on. All right, so do you have some cash? We're arriving at sorry, this should be at, okay? Yes, we're arriving okay, at the AT, okay? I'm sorry, children. So we are arriving at the what? A, turnpike, B, main street, C, pavement. Okay, so there you go, children. Do it. Okay. Yes, you can do it. And if you remember, okay, I'll give you more hints. So some people pay in cash, some people pay by card, right? Yes, because some turnpike, some some toll, right? Offer, right? Like they let other people pay by card, but some of the toll or some of this passageway, they need you to pay in cash. All right? Yes. Okay. Earlier, if you were listening to me earlier, I almost slipped um about the answer again. Yeah? Okay. Yes. So here we go. What are the choices again? So A, turnpike, B, main street, C, pavement. Okay. Here you go. All right, do it. So looks like some of you had given their answers already. Very good. Okay, so let's wait for the others, right? So you can also give me the complete word, okay, or you can just give me the letter. Okay, because some of you are using maybe an iPad, a tablet, not using their computer, so maybe it may be hard for you to type using your tablet. Okay, right. So there you go. So, like most of you have given their answers already, let's wait for the others for a few more seconds. Okay. Yes. So there you go. One more time. A, turnpike. B, main street. C, pavement. Okay. So now let's show the answer. Ready, everyone? Answer is what? Our answer here is letter A. Yes, who can remember what is letter A? We have letter A would be, what is letter A? Letter A would be the turnpike, right? Yes, or the toll gate, right? Okay, so let's see. The answer would be letter A, the turnpike. Okay? Right. So here we go, children. Do you have any questions? And very good, everyone, for participating in answering the questions. Okay? Yes, you guys are brilliant and you're doing a great job. Okay, so children, let's have a very short review of what we've learned for today. So we have the first one, level crossing. This is another word for this is the railway crossing, right? We have to be careful when the level crossing is closed. It means you have to stop, don't cross it because the train is about to pass. Okay, next is the main street. This is the center of the city. This is where the shopping malls are located, and also this is where you can see like there where you can see lots of vehicles, right? Okay. Right. We also have here the traffic light. We have three lights of the traffic light. We have the red, stop, and green, it means go, and yellow, it uh, basically means wait or proceed with caution, right? Okay. We also have the zebra crossing. Another word for this is what? Zebra crossing is, okay, it's the pedestrian lane. It's a lane, right? It's the crosswalk. Yes, children? Okay, we also have the toll or the turnpike. This is like a passageway for the vehicles wherein they need to pay a fee. Yep. Okay, roundabout. This is a circular thing in the middle of the street and it has a very good use. It is to help the traffic move smoothly and quickly. And what do you need to remember in here? You always need to turn right. Okay, roundabout. And here, road map is the travel guide or your map. Yes, to guide you when you're traveling, maybe. And traffic jam, it means overcrowded or heavy traffic. Yes, if you can remember. And pavement. Who can remember pavement? This one is easy. Okay, it's the sidewalk, right? And also we have the parking meter. Okay, this is like a timer, or actually, when you see the parking meter, this is where you can park your car, but you need to pay a fee for it. Yes, you need to buy a ticket to pay a ticket for it. Yes, okay, so here are some words related to the road, on the road travel. Okay, yeah, so do you have any questions, children? Any questions? Yep. Okay. Yeah, if you have any questions, yeah, you can ask your questions using our chat box. Don't be afraid, don't be shy, just try. Yes? Okay. This is also to answer all your doubt, the doubt that you have in your mind. Okay? Yes. Okay. Right. So there you go, children. So these are the words. You just need to remember them. Those who. Okay. Those who are actually taking down notes. Yes. Here are the words we'll learn for today. Okay. Right. So there you go, children. Actually, that is the end of our session for today. Thank you so much for listening to me. And also before we go, I would love to share to you our the tip of the day. All right? The tip of the day. Okay, so here we go, children. The tip of the day would be when you know better, you do better. And it means that the more you learn, the more you'll become confident on what you do. Like, for example, if you know a lot of English vocabulary, it would be easier for you to speak English, right? Or to speak in English. Yes. And same thing if you know lots of skills, it would be easier for you. Maybe when you grow up, it would be easier for you to find a job, right? Okay, so there you go. That's all for today, and I hope that you share our learning workshop with, to your friends and family, so we can all grow and we can all learn together, right? Yeah, that's all for today, children, and I'll see you again next time. Have a nice day. Bye.